And welcome back. Where we left off, Morrigan wasn't exactly happy. Anyway, we've now got a dog. Say hello to him. It's a Snoopy. Right, let's go. Go away, Steam. Thank you. Saving game. Yes, we will venture forth. Need to go to here. I can't remember what the city is called. Come on. Load. I think it's Lovering. Come on, game. Thank you. Nice bridge.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by a dwarf, oddly enough.
They don't look much like them others. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say,
Exactly.
teach them a lesson.
How is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers and you're free to move on.
You should listen to your
What
friend.
did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Henrik. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Forget it. I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Do you really want to fight a Grey Warden?
Did she say she's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But aren't them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
You know, the Grey Warden could use a donation.
You don't say.
They is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today.
Not enough, I'm
And
afraid.
just when we had things settled.
More enemies ahead.
Right. I'm gonna pause it for a second. Morrigan, what are you doing? Oh, Mind Blast. Snoopy, you attack Bandit Leader. I'm gonna attack Bandit. You can attack Bandit Leader. No idea who you're attacking. Actually, I want Doggy. You go around to attack him.
At your order.
Fight for honor.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the darkspawn get us all.
Yeah. Get by. You're a criminal.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
I want some questions answered.
Well, what could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts.
What news have you heard?
Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Tern Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens.
What exactly have you been doing?
Well, watching for folks fleeing from the south. Chasing from the wilds and farmholders, mostly. There aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. We try not to hurt anyone too much.
Have you heard any survivors from the
Couple,
battle?
maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way.
What's going on in
It's
Loghain?
packed full. The band took his men north with Tear and Loghain, so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know?
I'm done asking questions.
Well, then let me go!
Hand over everything you stole.
Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear.
Then start running and don't come
Bless
back.
you. The Darkspawn can have this place.
You killed a Templar, mate. Desecrate him. Oh yeah, you stole deep mushrooms. My, are you ever so frightful that you stole some mushrooms. Well, at least now we know where they got the idea of attacking anyone who comes through.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Yeah.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
Just get to the point.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
We should try and use these treaties, I assume.
I agree. Have you looked at them?
Yes, I have.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
I'm gonna go as what I usually do, and I'm gonna win.
Well, we'll need to decide eventually. Let's head into the village when you're ready.
Cool. Oh, you leveled up. Yeah, you need to become a bit smarter. And a bit more cunning. You're gonna master combat training. There you go. I'm happy. Let's ransack everything around here. Nothing there.
Very well.
Yep. And it's a chicken. Oh, there's quite a lot of people here.
Stop looking at me, mongrel. I have nothing you want. What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Yes, I do. Is Flemeth really
Well,
interesting
that
to me?
depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Hang on, sorry, my snails just disappeared. No, he fell off. Never mind. A nutty old bat.
Sometimes I do wonder the very same thing. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I'm more interested in the truth.
I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
That sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Just how long ago is this?
Many centuries, before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conobar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife. And Osen agreed.
Aww. He sold his wife to another man.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
Good for her. So she truly loved
That was
us.
not the point. Conobar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see, chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Even my people have heard of Cormac.
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
An interesting story.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
My mother is a useless drunk.
Ah, then you have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
Ah, thank you. And +6 Morrigan. That's good. Approval +10. Good. Right, let's continue on. Clearly I can't climb over tents. But I'm going to nick elf root out of there. I'm going to nick the small shield. What have I got? I've got that and a bow. Okay, you've got that and nothing. I think you actually need a weapon, really. You just have a base. But you can mostly stick with that for a moment.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
I hear you drove off those bandits. I hope they don't come back.
I hear those bandits are back again.
It
Why
is
don't
begun.
the Templars kill them?
Trust me, they're not back. Now how the hell do I get into the city?
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
Do you know about the bandits just outside?
Thieves prey on the unfortunate whenever they get the chance. We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order.
You've got
You'd
very
be better
big
off
eyes.
elsewhere, my friend.
Are you keeping me from
I'm just
going in?
warning you, things may not be as hospitable as you would expect. People are frightened.
Is anyone in charge here?
The band has marched north with Tairn Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
I think I will speak to both, actually.
Ah, look how they moan and wail and gnash their teeth.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Why? Is your profiteering ruffling some feathers?
You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Don't you think you're being a bit unscrupulous?
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
I think you can... Do I want to straight? Actually, I want to intimidate.
Maker's breath. Sometimes it's truly not worth operating this far south.
Just charge what you would have before this tragedy.
Fine, yes, just stop complaining. You're giving me a headache.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Aww, oh well.
Are you here to make my head ache, or do you actually want to buy something?
Let's see what you have.
It isn't much, but take a look if you want.
That's not much. Please. Right, what do I want to get rid of? I don't make traps. Daggers don't need. You're fine, you're fine. What is with all these? Let me sort out my inventory first. I'll check to see what time I have, and then we'll continue on.